Hello, Combat Crew, and welcome to Scorpion Opens the Box with me, Scorpion! And today I'm very excited, once again, to have another sword to unbox for you. Not the Katana this time, from TrueKatana, a misleading name, because today we have instead a Wakizashi, the companion swords of the Katana, often worn together by the samurai, which is referred to as Daisho, which is big sword, little sword. Katana and the Wakizashi were always worn together. And the Katana is the long version, which is about 60 centimeters or over 24 inches long. This is about 30 centimeters to 60 centimeters in that ballpark, which is about 1 to 1 to 2 feet. So we gotta open this with this. And we're gonna try to do it gracefully this time. Last time it was just a big mess all over my floor. There's some tape here. This is all tape. This is like 99% tape. Get that going. And then we'll take this piece, get all the way down, put this away. We need to stab ourselves with too many different instruments today, because there's a lot of them. And like before, there is no protective sleeve, which usually would come with a sword of higher quality. But this one actually is more expensive than the gold dragon right here, which I previously unboxed, the Katana. The first ever sword I reviewed on the channel. And so we're going to kind of compare the two and reason why this is more expensive. This is about $80 more expensive, about $175, I forget. I'll put it up there. And this was $89 with the discount. And again, this is kind of gold themed because I couldn't do anything else. It's just the way it is. Get this out of here. Gently. Oh yeah, okay, I can see that. So, take this protect covering off. And as you can see, we have the Wakizashi. This is also a Wakizashi, but look at the size of this handle. It's dual peg, but this is also dual peg. Notice the same. The same is black. It is imitation. It is imitation same. I wasn't expecting anything different. Can't really complain about imitation same because if you're a real sword enthusiast, you want authenticity, and real same is what you want, is real raised skin. But you have to treat it like leather. You have to take care of it. It will, over time, degrade and start to crack. But this fake stuff is like linoleum flooring. It doesn't really go bad. So that's a pro to the cheap stuff. And Kashida, right here, as you can see, oh, these are all alloy. What that means is, on a more high-end sword, this would be done by hand. These would be solid pieces that are hand chiseled and filed and sawed down. That's not what's happening with this. With alloy, what it means is they make a mold of what you want and they pour a liquid metal into it that cools and becomes this. Two Manukis, and they're in the right places. Look at the design on that saya. Oh, you'll love. Oh, it's just chaos. Korigata. Right here. Plain black Sagyo. And we're going to. Oh, yeah, cherry blossoms again. The Puchi ring. And you can barely see it, but there are two Makugi. And it's redemption for the gold dragon, which had no Makugi pegs. Our way of taking it apart, but theoretically I could take this one apart if I wanted to because it does have the Makugi pins. We're gonna unsheath this, and the last one had plastic, so this one also has plastic. I'm gonna gently take that off, and it reveals a real, they're saying that, a real Hamon. A real Hamon line. Now I said before, in the gold dragon, the Hamon here is not real. This is decorative. You can see it by the cast light. That pattern right there is to represent differential tempering. But since this is mono-tempered, that's not what happened. And so they had to brush it and make it look like they did do that. And make it look pretty. But this is differential hardened. Clay hardened, they say. So it has a real Hamon line, which a real Hamon line is random and much harder to see. So we the lights there. There you can see it. That line right there. That is a real Hamon line. That is beautiful. Really like that. I'm gonna look at the Abaki. The spacer holds the sword in the saya well and absorbs shock when striking something. It fits quite well. It's not perfect, but it's not supposed to be. This is not a crazy expensive sword either. This is still under the 200 range, which is in your valley of cheap swords. If you don't go above 3 to 4, if you're not in there, you're not gonna get crazy magical swords. And you see swords out there anyway that are over $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 just because of how they're made and what they're made of. Which brings me to the next point. This is 1045 carbon steel. Medium grade to low grade steel. That was in this one, which is much cheaper and easier to get, which is why it's $89. And this one is $175 because it is claiming to be T10. T10 steel is a tool steel. The T stands for tool, and the 10 is the amount of carbon in it. So if this is 1045 carbon, that means 10 is carbon, and 45 is 0.045% carbon in this steel. This is 1%, because it's T for tool and 1, 0. So it's more than twice as much carbon in this for rigidity than this. And it's because T tool steel is more abrasive and heat resistant. It doesn't change from little things. Like it holds an edge way better, and it has a bit of silicon in it. There's tungsten, there's chromium, not an M word that I don't remember anymore. Anyway, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I really like this. I do like a black Same. I do like that look. I do really appreciate the look of that. Very simple Tsuba. The handguard, extremely simple. Just a gold fit. There's no special design or anything, but it's not. The absence of extravagance is often better. It often just looks better, looks more professional, and looks more sophisticated. The gold dragon is kind of flamboyant and haughty, which would be another word. Just flashy. It looks like a toy sometimes to some people. This is, a little bit more, it looks a little bit better. More refined. Like German engineering. I don't know what we're talking about. But look at the Kasaki there. It's very basic. That's another reason why it's not. But the Koiguchi, or koi, mouth, Gucci, good or expensive. That's how you remember that. Anyway, if you can look in there, it is not as dirty as the previous cheaper saya with the gold dragon here. You can tell that they actually did use a better quality wood. This is a very, very soft wood, which is very hard to stand to an actual smooth surface. That's the reason why we're having a problem with that. But this wood is harder. It's a different kind. And they managed to make it not splintery. That's good. Like that. So the fit is beautiful. And you're gonna come up to my eye level so that you can see me in the face. Hi, we're back. We're tall now. We're taller. You're taller. How did you grow so much? But yeah, this is the sword on me. It looks pretty good. It's a good looking sword. Beautiful. If we go down the line of the stats right here, this weighs 1 kilogram. That's 2.2 pounds. You probably already knew that. 2.2 pounds, but this was 2.5. This is about 2.5. Let me check the balance to this. Full tongue, saying it's full tongue. It's easy to believe because there are 2 pins in it. No bulky. There's no bulky, which it doesn't say that it has one, and it doesn't look like it has one in the pictures either, so I don't know why I was waiting for that. I like Bohi on my sword because it has several functions that make a sword more useful, in my opinion. Kojiri, by the way. The Kojiri is plain, there's no horn. Higher end swords will have a horn at the entrance, Koiguchi, and the Kojiri, they'll have one right here. It would be like a buffalo horn or some kind of an animal. The Ito wrap is very basic as well. It's just your typical black cording. There's no dyes, no special thing to it. It's a nylon. It looks like if I took a flame to it, it would melt instead of burn, which is synthetic. You like that, Kasaki? Very good balance. Very good balance. You gotta try to get everything in. Try to get everything in there. Look at that. Boom. Get me and a sword in the same frame. Only possible with a Wakizashi or a Tanto. Not the Katana. Couldn't fit that in. So you could still use two hands on the sword if you wanted to, because they both still fit. Really, really thick. Good, good. I really like that. That is about 3. That's a good thick blade. Good for flex. It is still light. It is 1 kilogram. It's so light. So much lighter than my sword. I don't see glue, which is good, because in cheaper swords like this, it's not uncommon for Chinese-made swords to be glued together. If this does not appear to be glued by very close inspection, that is really, really good. There's no rattle in it. Like I said, the fit in the saya is perfect. It's very perfect fit. If we were to put that back in, it won't fall out. But to draw it, you still push it out to release it. This is called unlock. Unlock for bato. Bato is draw sword. This open sword. And that's noto for no sword. Return sword. This design I can feel. So it's not painted and then sealed over again to protect this design. It's actually, it's done after the fact. So I can feel a texture in the saya. Abstract information for your brain takes away from fingerprinting. If you have a lone saya like this, and it's very plain, very black, very cheap, there is no way to avoid seeing fingerprints in it. It's just, I see it every time I put it down. I know I've used it, my handprints are all over it. But when a surface like this, you will never see them. This is not very sharp. But again, they didn't use verbiage or any creative adjectives to suggest that it's very sharp or extremely sharp or razor sharp. They just said they sharpened it. So, it's not blunt, that's for sure. I can feel a little bit of bite in that edge, but it's not enough to just shear paper. And that's gonna make cutting through things a little bit more difficult. But also, won't cut your fingers as easily. Let's go outside, we'll field test. And this is an extra special one, too. So here we are outside. Close your door. So here we are, outside. We're gonna test this Wakizashi right here. T10 Wakizashi on the usual stuff. Pool noodle. Also, I called it a water wiggle last time, but apparently that's not what it is. 2-liter bottle. Your 1-gallon jugs, 16 ounces for fun. And we also have a very special little thing we're gonna do, because it is the season after all. I also have, focus on me. I also have some leftover pumpkins. Look at those. We have 4. 1, 2, 3, and the coup de grace, number 4. My nemesis. This is gonna be the fun one. This is hollowed out and everything. I don't know who it resembles. Some kind of ninja. Vlog position. Yeah, and I thought I might need to modify the platform we made last time. So all I did is basically took, as you can see, I made another one. There's 2. One over there, which is about head height. And one over here, which is more of a torso height. I put some particle board. I cut that with a handsaw. That took a very long time. And as you can see down here, we got some de-headed nails, de-headed 1/4 inch nails. You put those up there if you wanna kind of impale something so it doesn't move when you chop it. Or you can put them right back here for holding. And also, if you wanted to do horizontal cuts, put this thing like that, and then you can do down. Well, let's get to cutting. So we're gonna start small and work our way up. 16, the regular stuff. First, I'm gonna try the water wiggle out. See if that works. The water wiggle, we're gonna put little spikes up here. Wedge it in there like that. See if it works. We gotta put the sword on. Let's see if this cuts before it breaks away. I know it's gonna break away, but let's see if it'll cut it. It did. Very good cut. Oh, face splitter. You know, like half decap. Sometimes that happens in Mortal Kombat. That's very satisfying. Moving on. Bottle right here. Take out our spikes because you don't need them for a bottle. $1 gallon. Ribbons. Maybe like a necklace or a hat. Okay, that's what I cut, by the way. Let's look. Because what happened, I followed through that last strike and I went into the 4-inch post. And look at this. I gouged that bastard. And nothing happened to the blade. Oh, don't go chasing. Oh, I really should have cleaned that out better before filling them up with water. There's milk. Okay, last one before we move on to the Halloween pumpkins. Let's see if we can get this to not fall off the pedestal. Stationary cuts are hard with 2 zeros. That is very wet, everything that I'm doing. Extremely wet. Let's get a pumpkin. Pumpkin! Ooh, you think we could carve something in it? First, you gotta start the pumpkin. You gotta get all the crap out of it. So we got a sword to do. Cut. I was trying very hard to stop right there because I didn't want to hit the wood. Fatality. Let's try and do a face. I would like to do a face. I need to be stationary for the face thing. That's there. Boom! Oh, we're gonna do a ninja mask right now. Okay, eyes. Okay, so those are the eyes right there. This is his screwed up grill because he was in an attack, some kind of apocalyptic event, and this is his mouth. As you can see, he's lost some teeth during the war, but he's much better for it as a person. He goes around and teaches children not to start wars. And we take his hat off, and now he's balding because of all the stress. Then ears. Ooh. This is like section there. Look at that. Now it's a cavern. Deep in there. Look at that. Stalactites and all those words that for formations of silica, water. Yeah. Is that up? Beautiful. Very good use for these. One more before the big boy. This one's got long hair. See how long his hair is? We can cut the hair off. Now he looks more modernized. He doesn't have to tail it up. Let's do another face. First we're gonna do, I think we should probably do a tri-cut. We're gonna go for that. Am I in frame? There's a pole behind, just blocking the screen, I can't see it. Hello? Okay. Now it looks like a diagram of the Earth. School. Here's the crust, the mantle. The core is kind of gone because Frieza destroyed it. We are moving on to the last thing, the finale. We're gonna get Big Boy over here. Let's go over to Big Boy. I really hope the wind isn't bothering you too much because there's a lot of it. It's killing my trees. There we go. Ah! Now, we have the Big Boy. He's got it. How do we deal with him? Huh? What should we do? He's so fat. We won't get through him. I know that. Look at this. I'm gonna be right up on his face to get through that. Woo! Oh! What's up? I have a very messy sleeve today. That's beautiful. I'm very impressed. The last strike, I also hit the table. Still, I don't see any indication that I did that. Very good edge hold. T10 it is. Oh no, I got some cleaning up to do now. Oh, the wind is kicking the crap out of my walls. Yeah, of course, we're going to inspect this a little bit closer in here. Make sure you guys see that there is no damage whatsoever to that edge from all that we've done. Nothing happened. T10 steel confirmed, or likely plausible, most likely plausible. Of course, after using or testing a blade like that in that kind of situation, always clean that blade thoroughly before putting it away for a long period of time. Fruit insides and stuff like that, it's going to begin to oxidize pretty much right away. So immediately after use, make sure everything's off of it. Still not crazy sharp, but for what it was able to do, the edge is going to hold the way it is. I could sharpen it with a stone to make it even better. I'm not going to do that right now because the video is already long enough. So there you have it. I think it went quite well. If you're going to have a blade of this make, it's going to be full tongue. You're going to have your Makugi pins. You got to shed wealth somewhere. You got to bring the price down somehow to that cheapo level. And that is what they chose the decorative features, Kasha, the Manukis, and the Fuchi, to take that back out. So these being alloy is what saved a bunch of money there. The cordage being nylon, the fake Same, but it is black and I do like that. I will give this higher marks than the last gold dragon, just because of all those things. It is more expensive, but it what I wanted in the sword is there. So this gets a 4 out of 5 Flaming Skulls for me. Tell me if you agree in the comments below. What else do you think I should review on the channel? Any other swords that pop into mind, link me down below somewhere, and I'll be able to track that down and see if it's worth a review. And again, this is TrueKatana, not real katana. TrueKatana, check them out on Etsy. I'll leave a link in the description. And always, like, comment, subscribe for more, whatever the hell it is we're going to do. Click that little bell icon to get notified when we make things, whatever they're going to be. I've been Scorpion. This has been Scorpion Opens a Box. And I'll see you guys next time, whatever the hell I'm gonna do. I said it 3 times! Bye-bye, everybody!